Okay, so Monday night before the op, and I thought I'd just come out here and do some tidying up, and didn't realise just quite how much of a mess I've been making. I'm normally really tidy, and I get people taking the piss out of me because I wipe all my tools down and I put them away, and I've got tools everywhere, I've got crap everywhere. And I had another delivery today. It was the springs for the foot pegs, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll go and put the foot pegs on, and then I saw the mess. So I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up. I'll show you the state of the place in a minute, just quickly, and then if I do get to put the foot pegs on in a minute, I'll film that for you. Nothing exciting. And then I might start doing a little bit of prep on the engine, getting the engine ready. The more I do now, the easier it'll be later. So this is the state of my bench. Now normally it's like really clear. As you can see, it's a bit of a shithole. So I need to sort something out with that. That's going to be my first thing. Now, to avoid copyright, I'm going to turn the video off for the minute so I can have some music on while I tidy, and I'll come back to you shortly. There we go. So that's the bench tidied up. I can't move any of those pots. I've got plastic boxes at the back. I've got nowhere to put them, and that's all the bits that I've got to go back on the bike. As you can see, the rest of the bench is now tidy, apart from me brush and me funnel and me phone. So what we've got now is the foot pegs. Focus, you bitch. Thank you. And the new springs. Unfortunately, new springs are wrong, so they'll have to go back. Luckily, the old springs are still in pretty good nick, so we'll get them on before the battery dies. And through the bugger. There we go. Told you it wasn't exciting, didn't I? But it's another job. So I just need to put the pin through on the back. Can't see a damn thing with these glasses on. There we go. Was the gentlest of little love kisses again. This is going to be fun. Bring you down here in a minute for a look. I think that, to be honest, the split pins they provide are a bit too long. So we're just going to nip them off if I can get up without knocking the bike over. I've got seconds before this battery goes again. So we'll have you off there. You off there. You can Sit up there for a minute. Right, it's Wednesday. Op's been done. I'm totally non-weight bearing on the foot. I'm on crutches, but getting around is really difficult because I've got no strength in my arms. So I was going to do the rebuild the wheels today, but I can't fit them on the bench, and I'm not mobile enough to get out to the back garden to use the table out the back. So going to be the carb today. You will have seen previously on this video I was messing around in here doing something, and at the beginning of this video I put the foot pegs on as well, but the battery died just as I was showing you where the split pin goes. But you've seen the split pin, so I'm not going to mess around trying to move the camera and get it set up down there for 5-second shot of split pin through a cotter pin, so that ain't gonna happen. So today, carburetor, got the rebuild kit, got plenty of jets and crutches on the floor. Right, you should be recording now. Now it's sod's law. I pulled the carb out of the plastic box. Petrol that was in the carb pissed out of the overflow onto my leg, straight down the inside of the boot. So when they come to take the boot off to get the stitches out, it's going to stink of petrol, I guess. Right, let's try and get that one empty now it's laid over on its side before I get soaked again. This was, there we go. This has been out of the bike for ages, so there must have been a fair bit sitting in the bottom, but hey ho. Oh bollocks. I don't suppose for 1 minute we're going to be that lucky. No, we're not. Incidentally, the box, that's what I was going to tell you. Have a look at that while I go and get me a spanner. And I'm not being sponsored by them, this is just, that was in the box. And I wanted to let you know, they're bloody gorgeous. Really nice cakes. I've got to try and do this without going arse over tits, so I'm not going to rush, bear with me. Come on, get in. Coming back, bear with me. I'm going to need that as well, anyway. Alright. Sorry about that. Right, and it sounds like I've just dropped one of the bloody spanners now as well. I think this is going to be a little bit harder than I anticipated, but I'm persevering because I'm getting bored shitless indoors. It's only been a day. No, I cheated. I bought the 2 spanners I thought it was likely to be, and an adjustable just in case. Right, yeah, Cinnabon. If you get a chance, go online, order them. They're brilliant. Stick them in the microwave for a few seconds just to warm them through, and then they come with their own sort of topping that you smear over it. They're pretty damn scrummy. Oh, I don't believe it. I thought it was going to be a 13, so I bought a 12 and a 13. I should have bought a 13 and a 14. Come on. I'm not a fan of adjustable spanners. I think that's done it. Bloody hasn't. Come on, it was on there just a minute ago. What's the matter with you? There we go. I got it. So, this is the choke coming out. It's all nice and clean and lovely. And the only reason, going back to this box, the only reason I was using this box is because it was white and it would be easy to see bits on it and might give a better view. Right, let's take that breathers off. Go back on there. I don't believe it. How can these be mangled? Well, I should believe it really. Just this one. Done him. That was handy. Now, before I take the float chamber off, let's see if I can. I was just giving it a bit of a general wipe up, so yeah, it looks like somebody's used instant gasket. But there should be like a bowl shaped O-ring. Yeah, there was black gunk all around the joint, which I wiped off, which is kind of worrying because it probably means they've used the same black shit around the reed valves, but I've not had a look at that yet. See, now when you look at the state of that, that's pretty crappy, so that's all going to have to be cleaned out. But apart from that, the bowl is, apart from a bit of the crap that's fallen in there, the bowl's relatively clean, but we'll clean all that in a minute. So I'm going to go on this choke over there as well. So I'm going to have to pause you in a minute because I need to see what this main jet should be. It's probably on Japan jetting. Christ, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to read that. Right, let me pause you for a second. Right, so I just wanted to try and find out what the correct jetting should be on there, and I've got somewhere, I've got a printout of what position the clip should be on the needle and what the jets should be. I mean, that's the main jet's clear, but I noticed it was running a bit rich, so let's see if I can find out what it is using the old magnifying thing. More chance of fucking the Pope. It's as black as black. Right. See, I've done me tidying up, and now I ain't got anything that I need to hand. Let's just see what's in the rebuild kit, and we'll use that for the minute. This is supposed to be the correct jetting for it in the UK. So it's a 175. So we're going to put a 175 in there. I'll do these one at a time while I do them. I'm not 100% au fait with carbs, but we do as much as we can, and we learn as we go along, hopefully, without fucking it up. It's the only thing with these are so fucking dirty. Just gonna go straight from the rebuild, I think. Come on. I mean, the jets are clear, which is always good. I mean, it was running okay, it was just running a bit rich. Right, air screw next. Before we take it out, we'll count the wines, because one book of mine says it should be out 1.5 and one says it should be out 2. So half, 1, 1.5, 2. There we go. It was 2. Bloody phone out of the way. Did we get a new spring? Yeah, we got a new spring too. And I cleaned most of the carb off when I took it out of the bike, and I just didn't even think about recording it, so apologies for that. So that's home, half, 1, 1.5, 2. You can see float chambers moving, floats are moving lovely, no liquid in there. Right, let's do the needle. Didn't even realise. So we've got a new needle jet, so we'll put the new needle jet in there, and that was on position 2. Which will make it leaner. So it must have just been the jets holding it back. So we'll put you back on position 2. Just give that a quick wipe over, and then that can shoot back down inside. It will only go in one way. There we go, and it's that way. Clean all the rest of the crap out of here. I'm hoping that if I get underneath it, I'll be able to lift it out. Don't look like it though. I mean, you must be able to buy this gasket on its own, and if you can't and you end up having to buy the whole bloody rebuild kit, I think they're 30 quid, something like that. Come on. I know it's nearly there. If I can get the first bit to stay out long enough to get underneath it. There we go. Not sure what sort of sounds you'll be picking up on the camera, but I am being really gentle, because what I don't want to do is to knacker any of this up with the screwdriver, and then the new gasket don't sit in there. Right, need some cleaning shit. Means I've got to get up again. See if I can do it without using the crutches. Well, I've got it. All I've got to do now is get back. Just a little piece of fine wire will just go around it all, clean it all up. That's not a cleaner, that's just air, compressed air. I didn't want to get the compressor on just for cleaning this bit out. I need to take the plug out the bottom as well, I forgot that. Put my new O-ring on there. Here we go. So, you know, normally I'll just go over and get one of my hooks, get this out, but because I can't keep getting up, I'm trying to do it. I know they say a bad workman blames his tools, but if I had the right tool for the job it would be a lot easier. Come on. There we go, it's only an O-ring, just got to get it started. Perfect. So we'll give that a quick clean before we put the new one on. And a blow. Then luckily we've got a little bit of oily petrol that's come out of the carb, so we'll just give it a bit of a sloosh in that. Bastard. Just a crappy old paintbrush. I tend to buy a box full every so often and don't use them for painting because they are too crap for that. But I do use them for cleaning. Might be for detailing something on the car or doing this sort of job. Just make a mess all over the floor. What the hell? There we go. One nice clean float chamber. While I had the camera off, I was actually still looking to see if I can find the correct jetting, and I can't. I don't know what I've done with it. Just the smallest amount of anti-seize on the screws. Forgot to do it because I didn't have it out ready. Now I'm not putting these on tight at the moment, they're just literally going on to get it into position. And then I'll nip them down. Choke! It's all looking good. Now on these carbs, that's also your tick over, so you can adjust obviously from your air screw down here, but on these you turn the top, or is it the bottom? Where's my spanner? Because that's only plastic, you've got to be careful. You don't want to be. That's your choke. There we go. One carb, rebuilt and clean. So as I said, today's Wednesday. I'll try and do a little bit more before the weekend, but it does depend on the weather. There's not enough room on the bench unless I clear everything off to get a rim on here. It overshoots by quite a lot. So that's all for this bit. There might be another bit tacked onto the end of this, so you might get another introduction and you might not. I'm just going to play it by ear, see how I get on. The next 10 days I'm going to be really limited to what I can do, because I'm not supposed to have it touching the floor at all. And it's really difficult for me to get around because I just haven't got the strength in my upper body to lift my vast bulk anymore. So yeah, I'm just gonna do what I can. That's all I can do. I'll catch you in a minute and we'll be doing a wheel, or I'll catch you next week.